Great day to all of you. Today we will think with the Lord from 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse 6. It's an interesting verse. It says, David was in great distress and he strengthened himself in the Lord. Have you ever been in a place where the circumstances defeated you and the people kind of like rejected you? Or are you in such a situation? David was faking his friendship with the Philistines, and Philistines did not want him anymore. And he had to walk 3 days back to his village, Ziklag, with his people. And after reaching Ziklag, and he finds that Amalekites have raided that village. And they took his wives and they took his men's wives, children. And the people around him were in great grief. And you see that grief is turning into distress and bitterness. And then it was turning into anger against David, and they wanted to stone David to death. But I liked how David handled that kind of a distress. He didn't allow his distress to be turned into bitterness and violence or depression or something like that. The verse says David strengthened himself in the Lord. You almost want to read that verse again and again. What are the 5 steps that he took? No, that doesn't talk about it. But the next verse says that he really had a confidence that he could actually have a great access with God. And today we have Christ. And with Christ we have 100% access, Romans 5:1. And the Father did not spare him, but delivered him for us. And the verse says, will he not do with him all these things? And in Christ, our acceptance is 100%. And we don't have to think in the remotest part of our mind that God has rejected us. And like the prodigal son, we can go back to the Father, not with an attitude that we would like to become his servant, but as sons. I've been reading about Abraham Lincoln on and off, and Abraham Lincoln lost his infant brother at the age of 3, and he lost his mom, uncle, aunt at the age of 9. He lost his sister at the age of 18, and he lost his first love at the age of 20, and he lost his 4-year-old son, Edward, and then 12-year-old son, Willie, whom people thought that he was just a photocopy of Abraham Lincoln. And after seeing several deaths, and Abraham kind of like was a little bit melancholic. People even said that he is genetically disposed or predisposed to a melancholic disposition because of his dad and several cousins. But one unique thing about Abraham Lincoln is he knew that he was accepted by God at all points in time. He knew how to pray to God. He knew how to read the Bible. He knew how to strengthen himself in the Lord, just like how David did. And it is important that so we can go to God and pick up the Bible and read and ask God to fill us with His Spirit and handle the day rather than allowing distress to turn into bitterness and into anger and spoil the entire day and give an opportunity to the enemy. Just think about it. Thank you so much. God bless you.